Hey, welcome everybody. Jeremy Moore here from Making It More Cars. We are here to talk about a very special vehicle. It holds a special place in my heart because I grew up around when the first Fast and Furious came out, and this car was quite frankly one of the standout vehicles in those movies. Folks, we're talking about the 2020 Toyota Supra Launch Edition. Now, I know you're probably thinking, if you stumbled upon other Supra reviews, you probably know that we're a little bit late to the party, but we're gonna do things a little bit differently today. We're gonna show you in layman's terms why you should or shouldn't buy this vehicle. Granted, I think this vehicle is for everybody, but there's certain things that people want to see out of cars, performance-wise, design-wise, feature-wise, safety feature-wise. So we're gonna run you through that today. So stay tuned so I can go over the audio, the performance, the design, and then what's the kicker with the 2020 Supra. One thing I absolutely love about the Supra 2020 Launch Edition is that it kind of sports like an old school fuel gauge and temperature gauge here. It's actually aesthetically pleasing. We got a pretty standard speedometer, and on the left here, which just shows your miles per hour. It also illuminates into the windshield. It's kind of a hologram feature, which I thought is really cool because it shows me the speed limit. It allows me to know how fast to go and when to go as fast as I want to. So it's really user-friendly, and quite frankly, I think this is one of the cleaner clusters I've seen in a very long time. Jumping over to audio, the Toyota Supra was loaded with a pretty awesome sound system. They partnered with JBL, and they put a 12-speaker hi-fi surround sound system in this bad boy, and all 500 watts. It really packs a good sound. I'll go into later on. They have some subwoofers actually built into the car, right behind the two seats, which actually provide quite a nice punch with the bass line. I listen to a lot of dance music, and personally, it's hard to find audio systems that really deliver. And with this vehicle, the audio system, this hi-fi surround is it delivers. You really can't ask for much more. You can't really have a Toyota Supra without a little bit of carbon fiber. You know much about the Supra legacy. It's always been sporty. It's always been kind of trendy, and it really is really geared towards the sporty look. So checking out this center console, guys, it just flows right through the car beautifully with the cup holders and right into this bad boy. The slapstick takes a little bit of time to get used to, but once you learn how to master park, reverse, neutral drive, you can slap it over and manually control your shifting as well as on the steering wheel. There's some controls there as well, but as you can see, they have a sports mode here. You can turn your safety traction on and off, and then the circular thing is just a really cool little dial you can use to find your way around the multimedia system, the car settings. It's super tech forward. That's a good way to put it. But it'll suit not only the most techie person, but it's actually pretty user friendly. It took me about 3 or 4 minutes to figure it out. So nice little carbon fiber setup here, guys. If you're a fan of carbon fiber like me, this center console is gonna be a really nice look for you. And moving into the interior here, we have the Toyota Supra interior seating. Nice stitched black leather. I really like these details at the bottom here, where it says Toyota Supra. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but gives it a nice little sporty look. It adds to the Supra legacy and kind of the story. It's actually pretty spacious in here. Definitely just a 2-seater, pretty standard size. Passenger side looks a little bigger than the driver's side. However, the driver's side I like it because it allows you to be kind of snug and kind of in control of what you're doing, right? So gives it more of like a race car feel, kind of like you're at the track. But the interior definitely does not disappoint. These racing type bucket seats, and just it's quite frankly just a very, very sleek interior. Now, in my opinion, the Supra comes equipped with some nice sized 19-inch twin spoked wheels. It's a really good look. Personally, the Renaissance red that I'm showing you guys here, which is the paint color of the car, it looks really good with the brake calipers pumped in there. The red as well, and just gives the car an overall really nice flowing look. Not too overpowering, not too annoying. Quite frankly, it is one of my favorite looks of all the cars I've tried, just because I'm a big fan of two-tone. So, wheel situation, some high-end performance Michelin tires. I've given this puppy a good go, and quite frankly, it handles just as advertised. Then just kind of moving on to something that's just a cool little kicker to the average everyday person that's not such a gearhead. They'd be really excited to see these. This is a matte black Automatic folding side mirror that is also heated. So if you came from somewhere where I came from, I'm from Missouri, it gets very cold, very icy. That would be a super awesome feature to have built in, ready to go when you unbox it. So just kind of adding on to the exterior, we went over the interior more and the wheels, but I wanted to highlight the design that they put into the side of the vehicle. It kind of runs from the front to the back. As you can see, they have the black side skirts that kind of span from the front of the back car to the back of the car, and then this I don't even know what to call it, but I like it. It's kind of like almost like a little divot in the door, and it adds a real sex appeal from the curb. So fantastic job, Toyota. This really made this car something that really pops when you're walking down the street or you're driving alongside of it. You're like, wow, this is gorgeous. So great job. This is one of my favorite design features of this vehicle, especially on the back end of this car. And not to mention, it's just a beautiful looking back end. One of my favorite things is just how this black part of the bumper here, it presents such a tough look. You got the dual exhaust coming out of the back, and then those are reverse lights right there in the center. It's an LED reverse light. It's kind of like a rally car in a way, if I had to compare it to something else. But when you flicker this bad boy into reverse, you know, it puts out a really cool LED looking light. So and every single one of those dots lights up. So I would definitely recommend checking that out if you're in a showroom. You want to see what it looks like. I even have a video I'm going to attach of what it looks like a little bit later on in the review. So stay tuned, guys. So this is what this guy looks like whenever you pop the hood. Real clean, nice setup. I would say one of the biggest things I would want to point out is, you know, when you look at underneath the hood of any car, really, you typically only have one latch. And I believe that the design behind this and the idea behind this was to create more stability when you're going at higher speeds. It's just more of a truer sports car feel. But this is what you're looking at if you look under the hood, folks. You got it right here. You don't even have to go to the dealership. Alright, folks, so that was my brief introduction, brief review of the 2020 Toyota Supra Launch Edition. It's a fantastic car. I've had it for a week. You really just got my take on it. But going forward, let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be bringing a lot of awesome vehicles, a lot of great reviews, not just sports cars, but everyday cars as well. So subscribe, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.